Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are back with another stream. All right. I just want to make sure that I'm actually streaming. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Good morning, Unknown. Good morning, Eman. Good morning, Zachit. Good morning, fellas. All right. So NVIDIA opens up 0.8%. Wow, massive opening range gap by the looks of it. Yeah, massive opening range gap. All right. So we have Asian lows. That's what I instantly see when I get on these charts. Asian lows. But that's the 1 minute. Let's go to the... So you can see in the 4 hour, we've traded up into this BPR and inefficiency. Just prior to 9:30, we displaced lower. Market structure shift. Oh my gosh, we have an entry right away. We'll take this. Cut risk. All the way down to Asian lows. 17.5. Bear with me, fellas. Okay. That is very fast. I know. But you can see that we chop into the 4 hour. We displaced lower at 9:30. Breaking structure. Now, yes, this can be manipulation, but we're in that 4 hour PD array. We have a sell side liquidity resting below, consolidation, manipulation, distribution. Am I on the right account? Yes, I am. Okay. Oh.
Order filled.
I'm going to test out a small position here. I'm going to add more positions if we respect it. We're also looking at this inversion to add. So if we respect consequent encroachment of this inversion, I will add a couple more contracts. But we are in the play. My fill's right here. It didn't trade into the inversion, but it did trade to the breaker, as you can see. And it tapped mean threshold, but didn't go above it and then moved lower. You can also see price kind of relatively rejecting consequent encroachment of the SIBI with the body. It wicked up really fast to scare sellers away, and then it looks like it wicks down lower and wants to sell off, which is a good look. I think I'm not going to half risk. I'm going to keep this as a cut risk trade. This is cut risk right now. I wanted to add more positions to half risk, but I might pyramid if I see a fair value gap institutional flow entry drill down here, but I'm going to keep it as cut risk for now. Just because, again, holiday season, whatever. But we have a good reaction so far. We also have this 15-minute BISI that I'm paying attention to. Right? But that's not where my eyes are. My eyes are at these Asian lows because we're reacting off of this 4 hour fair value gap. I think we're going down to these lows. If anything, we're going down here. But again, it's only cut risk just because, one, it's not really my ideal entry time. My ideal entry time is the macro. Okay, so we tapped into the inversion, as you can see now. But it doesn't look like it wants to respect it fairly much. It might time distort. Okay, my stop loss should be protected. It's above this high, right? Just because it is 9:30, we can make room for some wicks, but that inversion is still respected. Now on the 5 minute, it looks like it's trading into this breaker fair value gap. So it looks like it wants to continue up higher, but then we also have the higher time frame 4 hour for SIBI. But there's a possibility that SIBI could be disrespected if we disrespect this setup. Again, I'll only add the rest of my positions to make this half risk if we like, I don't know, displace below this low and form a fair value gap. But I think I'm just going to keep this trade cut risk for now. And so we're reacting off of the inversion now. Yeah, maybe Tanner. Depends on the streamer, but probably. Oh, I'm a little tired this morning. Okay, you can see some. I want to ideally see speed to the downside before 940. But you can see there's relative rejection off of this inversion that we're tapping into. Never mind. Yeah, it looks like we want to continue up higher. If we form a higher high here, then I'm going to sit on my hands and wait for the macro, then figure out my bias. Yeah, we bodied above it, so really doesn't look too good. I'm going to close my trade at a discount. I mean, it hasn't made a higher high yet. I'm going to close my trade at a discount, probably, right here. Nah, you know what? I'm just going to wait for my stop loss to get hit. I'm not going to do that. I learned from my last time I did that, and whatever. This week has only been B, A plus setups. I don't think there's been an A plus setup because I haven't full risked.
Order filled.
But ES doesn't line again, yeah. Other than that, small lost our first trade, which is perfectly fine. Let's check what ES is doing. Yeah, ES is going to fill out that opening range gap while NQ isn't. Oh. Oh, yeah. Definitely Ziki. Weird price action right now. It's decoupled. I mean, it is holiday season, so I'm not going to completely blow everything. I am still not trading my 3 XFAs. I'm only trading my 2. My other 2. But again, we are in the 4-hour civvy. But we trade down into this 15-minute and BISI, and we're expanding up higher. It's very interesting on what price action is doing here. I'm going to wait till 950 for a potential trade. Almost at 1,300 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you, guys. Nvidia up 0.7%. Tesla up 2%. Tesla's completely ripping, bro. Almost at $400, man. Wow. Wow. XRP is down 2%. Oof. Google's up 4%. Okay. Looks like it wants to be bullish today. Why did I not wait on buy side? Because we took it buy side liquidity. I mean, you could wait for this higher high, but we took internal range liquidity by taking this high and trading into this 4-hour civvy. Looks like we want to continue up higher though. That looks like 930 Judas. I'm still going to wait for the macro before anything because I do think we're going to continue down lower. Possibly. That looks really clean to go up to buy side, to be honest. And the weekly should ideally be bullish. Daily. Yeah, you know what? I think we're reacting off that daily BISI. I think we're going to flip my bias bullish. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Another little 5-minute play here. It's a very strong order block. I could play off that order block as well if we trade to it. Right. This would be a long trade up to that high. But ideally, we'll want to see this order block. This is a really clean order block, by the way, fellas. So price should act as a magnet towards it. Any company holder looking to employ a remote worker? I don't think there's any company recruiters in my chat. That could be wrong though. Yeah, that 1 hour looks pretty bullish to me. Like, look at that order block. Looks like that's gonna be left open. Get rid of this big box here. All right, 2% on Nvidia. Tesla 2.5%. Google 5% up. Wow, that's massive. It's dividends too. Why are they doing that on dividends? Self-driving cabs. We're still looking relatively bullish here. Okay, we have this fair value gap here. Reason why I'm not bearish right now, fellas, is because look at this 1 hour reaction. That's clean. That's simple. It's already worked. If a PD array has already reacted, why am I going to try to look for a PD array that might react and not just follow the one that already reacted? There's no fair value gap. Monday, Tuesday, low of the week, and we continue up higher, possibly. Just look at the daily chart as well. We traded into that BISI. Now we're trading up higher again. We're in low resistance liquidity run territory, so look at that trade, bro. Look at this price action. It's flying. 3%. $400 on a Tesla. Wow. Not a single fair value gap is being filled. Get my buy side. Buy side. I have a very large range day here. Okay, you can see where this 15-minute civvy, right? But I'm more bullish now. For institutional order flow entry, Joe. Not in it yet. Not in this trade yet. See if we can get a fill here. Okay, I'm gonna add into
Order
this trade.
filled.
All right, I'm in long now. I'm gonna put my stop loss below this low so we can factor in this fair value gap. Just in case it wants to go one more lower. It ideally shouldn't. It should move up higher from here. If this is institutional order flow entry, Joe, it should rip up higher from here. That's all it should need to do. Body's respecting consequent encroachment by the looks of it. Right. Looks like it might want to go to the lower fair value gap here. Let's see what it does. Yeah, so body's lower. Taps into the lower fair value gap now. Looks like it's trading up higher. Okay, so it looks like it wants to use this fair value gap. A little wick, and then it instantly trades up higher. 2 candle order block. We body above this high. Our stop loss will go to the low of the order block because it's very strong. In terms of the 1 hour, we look like we can continue up a higher. Daily chart looks relatively bullish. I think we haven't took previous day low. I think we can go to take previous day high. The odds of price taking previous day low and high are pretty low probability. So we have a decent reaction so far. We bodied above 1 candle. I'm looking for both candles to get body above before I drag my stop loss. All right, we're trading back into this original fair value gap. I don't like that reaction though. I ideally want to see price continue up higher. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take off some contracts if we touch that low to minimize my loss.
Order filled.
Okay, I took off half to minimize my loss. Next, I'm closing if we body past consequent encroachment or if we get stopped out. But you can see we tapped consequent encroachment. We haven't bodied past it or even wicked past it. So I still think we're possibly in this trade. Wonder why the market's so decoupled like ES. Holidays. I mean, this happens at least once a year when the markets are really decoupled. So yeah, I'm gonna take half. I'm gonna close my position.
Order filled.
Okay. Enough with the cut risk. I'm gonna do one more half risk. If I lose that, then I'm off for the day, accepting a losing day. So you can see the 15-minute. All right. Wick, constant correction. Looks like it wants to trade lower. It disrespected these PD arrays. It formed an order block here. There's an inversion as well. 950 macro as well. So the macro would trade into the order block. But ideally, I want to have a fair value gap, but I could use this inversion play. This is my last trade. It's going to be half risk for Asian lows. Just because of that reaction right there, how it disrespected those fair value gaps. That's what I don't like to see. It's my last trade of the day. It's probably not going to fill me, to be honest. So many times price action is just like continue rips away this week. What's up, boy? How's it going? But it's probably just gonna rip lower on the next candle. See if we can get a wick into this Sibi. Strong SMT with the S. There's always been SMT with the S, bro. Terrible price action throughout this month. I had my performance pause on accounts till January. Yeah, my main 3 XFAs are on pause. I haven't traded them in a while. Okay, we could have our trade here as well now. It's probably not even going to touch that fair value gap, to be honest. Watch it, leave it open. Let's see. What are you doing? First presented fair value gap in the 950 macro. And it rips lower. Does not fill me. Generic price action. We are in that 5-minute order block though, so I'm going to be careful with what I'm doing here. Now we're just doing lows. This is liquidity run instead of reversals. I called it before it even happened. It's not going to fill me here. That's just how price is. They never want people to get filled anymore. It's like, fuck you. I don't want you to make money. Body past the body of the order block, so I'm pretty strong on shorts. But, I mean, if it wants to fill me, that would be nice. I'm gonna use this inverted order block as a fill.
Order filled.
Stop loss will be consequent encroachment of this SIBI. So right here. And then I'll add more positions to make this a half risk trade if we fill something. If we get a fair value gap fill somewhere. Yes, we do. This is what I'm doing. Look at the reaction of mean threshold of it. Well, you didn't see that trick under my sleeve, did you? Oh. Price is slow though. I don't like that. Which is why my stop loss is still respecting consequent encroachment of this SIBI. The classic fucking penis tower, bro. I've seen this way too many times. I feel like we're gonna get a huge green candle that retraces for entry. Why? Why are you preying on my downfall, bro? We're so close to 1,300 subscribers. Thank you, fellas. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, 10 a.m. should deliver us lower. We've done enough manipulation. I think we're just going to continue to rip lower, lower, lower. I didn't take my place my take profit. One minute till 10 a.m. Take profit Asian lows. Yeah, my stop loss. I put it at consequent encroachment. I'll put it like one tick above in case it taps consequent encroachment, which is very likely to happen. But again, this was cut risk, so I'm open to one more trade. And then after that, I'm done. I'm done trying to look for a win on this day.
Order filled.
Okay. Ripped right past it. I think I'm going to wait. Price looks fucking stupid right now. It looks like it wants to continue up higher, to be honest. That's what honestly it looks like. It looks like it wicked down into this fair value gap again and it wants to continue up higher. But I'm not going to try to catch any shorts right now. I mean, that looks fairly clean. I'm not taking this yet. I just want to see what reaction we can get off of it. This is my last time attempting for these Asian lows, and if that doesn't work, I'm off for the day with a losing day, which is fine. I'm not in it yet, though. See, we bodied a puff, consequent encroachment. Looks like it wants to continue up higher. What it looks like is it looks like that whole rally was manipulation to the downside, and we're just going to continue up higher. That's honestly what it looks like to me. It doesn't look like it wants to move lower. Weedy, I'm still on my model. I don't change the way I trade. I always flip biases. It's just the way I trade, brother. Just doesn't look like it wants to continue down lower. This price action is pretty disgusting, I'm not gonna lie. It's just up, down, up, down. Just holding this tool, I'm not in anything, so don't worry, guys. See, we have this Sibi, which is probably going to get displaced above. This is a really weird price action. I'm not going to lie to you, fellas. This is really ugly. They changed the algo. They shut it off yesterday, and then they changed it. They shut it off overnight. Tesla's up 3%. Google's up 4%. Bitcoin 97. Oh, this one's doing pretty good. Up 2%. Nice. And I don't know, fellas. This is pretty nasty price action. No fair value gap fill in all of these. Look at this. No fair value gap fill. No fair value gap fill. No fair value gap fill. It's like it does not want people to get into these trades. When you get stop, I buy. Now I'm in profit. What, brother? I don't understand what you said. Let's see if this fair value gap reacts. Pushes price higher. There's a volume imbalance, so we draw it like this. You get position opposite with me, bro. Oh, wow. Congrats. Try doing that any other day when I'm not having a losing day, brother. If that would be the case, he'd be negative $68,000. Just. Should I use both 4 hour and 1 hour for bias, or just 1 hour when I'm trading from 8? You don't really need to stick to a specific time frame for a bias. Just look at which time frame is reacting, which time frame is price working off of. Ideally, I like the 1 hour as well, but I can use both. Yeah, the 5 minutes just like, bro, what the fuck is that? This guy comes in my chat and says, I get position opposite with you, brother. Wow. You caught me on a losing day. Congrats. That makes you such a good trader. Because I used 4-hour buys today and got stopped out. Well, just because you got stopped out today doesn't mean you change your your model, brother. People lose. I have losing days. I'm having a losing day right now. Does that make me an unprofitable trader? No. Does that totally factor out all the payouts I've gotten? No. Just stay consistent with it and journal everything, and then you'll figure out something. But all this price action is disgusting. Who's making money right now? Bro, no fucking nobody, bro. Long shorts, like. Yeah, price action is pretty nasty, I'm not gonna lie. It's going pretty good. Love Preet. Same thing as usual, just streaming. One of the days you can go until, yeah, if you aren't like an emotionless fucking pylon like me, don't trade. But I could care less because I'm not trading my 3 main accounts, so I could care less what happens with these accounts. I know I'm being smart no matter what. I have a major loss limit that I get off no matter what, so. And the 5 minute looks like it could continue up higher. But like we still have this opening range gap we haven't filled, as you can see here. We have the Asian lows. I don't really want to go for longs, but I don't want to go for shorts either after this reaction. See you tomorrow, Zahid. Thank you for stopping by on the stream. Yeah, price action is pretty nasty. Don't lose yourself here. We are continuing up higher now. ICT tweeted, I'm going to have to back test today. What's up, Joel? My plan right now is to get 3 months in a row profitable on demo, then switch to funded. Do you think that's a good goal or plan? You think it's a good goal or plan, or should I do something else? 3 months in a row profitable on demo. That, I mean, listen, as long as once you feel profitable, in demo and you feel comfortable with your emotions and everything and your model is working and you see consistency, then you can get into live trading again. You want to trade? No. Okay, never mind, Ben. We disrespected the bears 15 minutes. So yeah, I'll use it to trade the 1 hour intermediate term high. Yeah, it's... Maybe we could catch a little institutional order flow entry draw here. Put it below the low ordered block, which is a little bit stronger of a stop loss placement. But we also have this as well. Let's try this trade out, fellas.
Order filled.
Let's try this trade out, fellas. After this, I'm off for the day. Don't want to to fight for anything. Don't want to start chasing. You see the reaction into that little fair value gap. Just a little wick. Ideally, I want to see it move up higher now. But if it does another one of these things where it just goes up and down and up and down, I'm off. You'll catch me another day. I know, brother. Oskong. I have Forex calendar as well. It's not FOMO. It's a continuation setup, Zahid. Or is that what it was? Yeah, Zahid. So there's a reversal setup, which is like a little market structure share fair value gap, trades into it, moves higher. Then there's institutional orphan entry drill, where it's just trading into the first respected presented fair value gap. And look how it trades into the second one, but the bodies respect the first one, and it's moving up higher. There's FOMO, and then there's continuation trades. I love you, bro. Don't be sad. What do you mean? I'm not sad. How do you find your bias? I just adapt to what price action is doing. I don't really have a set bias. So like I don't do daily, okay, bullish. Like right now daily's bullish, okay? Because we traded it into this BISI here, and we're trading away from it. 4 hour. 4 hour looked bearish at first, but now since we went above consequent encroachment, it looks bullish. 1 hour bullish, right? Consequent encroachment of this fair value got respected, wicks down, and actually doesn't trade into this one, but the bodies respect this fair value gap. 15 minute, right? Trading into this fair value gap, moves up higher, bullish. 5 minute, and then I just scale all the way down to the 1 minute. So we traded into this order block, but it's still wicking up higher again. Love how he said he's not sad. Y'all are crazy. What? I don't know what you guys are talking about. No worries. But today's just disgusting. So if this trade doesn't work out, I'm off. Just to let you guys know. It'll be a little bit of a shorter stream. Looks like it just doesn't want to do anything. So it looks like it wants to just do another fucking Eiffel Tower setup. But it is relatively trying to respect this Cibi. I mean, this BISI. They think you're sad because he entered when you got stopped and he thinks he's superior. Oh. Bro. Yes, master. You entered where I... whatever and won. Wow. You're the best trader ever. I faded Tanya. I faded JadeCap. I faded ICT. Does that make me a better trader than them? No. Does that make me a trader because I took a trade? Yeah. You know how many people took longs when I took a short? You know how many people took shorts when I took a long? Thousands. You sound sour. I did eat some strawberries and raspberries this morning, so yeah. My mouth is a little sour. I'm not trying to play a game on who's better, me or Tanya. Tanya's a really good trader. We have a nice little reaction to the upside. I don't care, Vapor. I was just proving a point. Because someone in my chat said that. He thought he was superior because he traded the opposite and won. Respected the 1 minute breaker? What 1 minute breaker? Where? I don't see a breaker. Hi, High, low, higher, high, lower, lower, low, high, lower, low. There's no lower, low. That's not a breaker. A breaker is high, lower, low, higher, high. A breaker is in a market structure shift. And it's the candle at the high of that high that was broken in the market structure shift. That's not a market structure shift. It's not even an order block because it doesn't even take liquidity. It's just up close candle. I mean, you could use it as an order block. Like it did take the previous day high. So it's a 15-second order block and it did respect it. But I think that's just coincidence, to be honest. I think what it was doing was it traded into this fair value gap, respect the consequent encroachment, and it started to move higher. Can't look too much into what people say on the internet. Trust me, I know, brother. You should see the death threats I get in my Twitter DMs. Congrats on 1,000. Thank you, Julian. Hey, what's up, Julian? If you drop a 15-second, it's a breaker. Yeah, that's why I said it's probably a 15-second breaker. But I don't really trade the 15-second. Do you have a mentor other than ICT? Yeah, I have two. I have a sales mentor and I had a trading mentor. And then ICT. Death threats? Yeah, bro, I'm not even kidding. People literally tell me to, like, because they're like, oh, you're a scammer and a fraud. I was like, okay, give me one example of me being a scammer or fraud if I do everything for free. And then they're like, fuck you. And then they say all those KYS. Like, it's just, bro, really? I didn't know I hurt someone's feelings that bad. ES looks clear for longs now. Might draw down a new week opening gap. You see we trade into that fair gap. I'm going to drag my stop loss to that low. But this is my last trade of the day. After this, I'm getting off. Let's see what ES is doing. So yes, ES filled out the whole opening range gap and is continuing to turn up higher. It's a really messy market though, I'm not going to lie. What about YM? YM is actually turning up higher as well. So all the markets are starting to correlate with each other, which is a good look. I don't like how NQ just disrespected that BISI. You stay with your parents? Yeah, I'm only 18, electronic mods. Sometimes chat is just constructive criticism. I don't get offended, brother. I may sound offended. Trust me, I could care less what people think. So we have a clean reaction. We're moving up. It's 10:18. Ideally by 10:30, I want to see us relatively up a lot higher from where we are now. Maybe, I would say, approaching the new week opening gap. I think we're going to continue up higher any time now. Any second now, we're going to get some displacement to the upside. New week opening gap. New week opening gap's right here. But again, we're lacking that displacement to the upside. All right. We're lacking that displacement. Maybe it's my exes making threats. Trust me, my exes are not on my YouTube watching my streams or on my Twitter. I don't think anybody in my IRL life from high school, which aren't even in high school anymore, they're in college, are on my Twitter. We need a clean move to buy side to make up for the fake outs this morning. Yeah, low key. You do sometimes, bro. Lol, it's all good. Keep being great. If you think I do, then sure, but I don't. Again, I don't like this reaction. Ideally, It's yucky. I think it could go down to this fair value gap because there's also a volume imbalance. It should not go below this low. That's why my stop loss is there. Right. But I don't know. I think I'm asking for too much today. And I'll just get off after this trade if we lose it. And I'll come back tomorrow. Yeah, we bodied past the BISI there. So it looks like it just doesn't want to do anything right now. It did actually body above consequent encroachment, which is a good look. But price looks relatively bearish. Do you follow any other traders? Yeah, of course. The main trader that I like is Zusi. He's a really good trader. I think he's one of the best traders on Twitter. So I definitely recommend following him. I'm actually talking on his mentorship. He has a mentorship called The Ones That Know, the #1 mentorship on WAP. And I'm actually doing a live talking session December 18th. I think at 8 a.m. or something like that. Could we test the 15-minute revolution block? I think it's just going to be choppy. And it's probably going to go down again. Yeah, Zusi is really good. Disgusting price action, to be honest. All right, fellas, I'm out for the day. I am done for the day. I'm going to go. I have some work to do, some projects to finish, and then I'm going to head to the gym and then come back tomorrow. What time is CPI again? CPI is 8:30, right? How do I not know this already? CPI is 8:30. Yeah, CPI is 8:30. Then we have 10:30 crude oil, which is nothing. So it's mainly CPI tomorrow at 8:30 that we're looking for. So I'll be live. That'll give me a good understanding of their biases. I love CPI days. They're amazing. 90% of the time, CPI days are high probability. But I'm out for the day, fellas. I'll be back tomorrow. Disgusting day. Like, look at this. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy.